Hi everyone, this is Killshot 99 Gaming. This is Play Dead Live, Fight Night number 4. This is the 4th week we've done this. This is so exciting. This has been a complete month that we've had PvP. We got some of our best players that have ever dueled it out in Play Dead Live. I mean, you guys know the top 10. It is amazing. We got several of those top 10 in action tonight. Got a great match with 2 of our top players. We got our number 2 ranked player, Bones, coming back after a week off. We normally have challenges and videos and a whole lot of things in the background, but I got to tell you, I got a lot of messages from you guys over the weekend. Some people were sick. There were a lot of fire drills going on, so I appreciate you guys being here tonight. I know Father Ron is stepping it up. He's like drinking mint tea on his deathbed, and he's like, you know what? I'm not going to miss my match with Deadly Dimes. So great stuff. A couple people on vacation, but you guys are going to see some really good matches tonight. So I'm going to kind of put it up on the screen a little bit and talk about some of the duels that we got going on. So we're going to start it out tonight. We got, as I said, our number 2 rated player is Amy Bones Ferreira. She is going to be taking on the one and only Football Master. Football Master, new to the game, lacks a little bit of gear, but does not lack in courage. Going to be absolutely incredible. Then we got some moderator action. We got Tommy the Tank, also known as Abs. Abs is going to be dueling it out with our other moderator, Kel. So Kel's a little bit nervous, I see already. We got Will the Bill versus Tin Man. Another great match. Julia Muse and Trigger. Trigger actually number 4 rated player. So looking forward to seeing that go down. And Father Ron, as I mentioned before, Father Ron coming in at number 5 against the number 6 rated Deadly Dimes. Both of those 2-1. Looking to make a jump. And, of course, the big news late this evening is going to be the undefeated Tower of Power Woman of the Hour, B-Dub, 3-0, versus our very own number 3 rated player, Cardinal Crawfish. So, a lot of stuff. You guys saw some incredible items added this weekend. Just want to let you guys know, some of the items are going to be, you're going to see them in play tonight. You'll see how the battles go down. And you're going to see a lot of that Friday night. So a lot of the new items that you saw, stay tuned because Friday night we are back with Crowley's Farm. I'll touch on that in 1 second. We also, Wednesday night, we do challenge matches. And I've already got some big matches lined up for Wednesday night. So if you think tonight's going to be good, check this out. We got our very own Gemstone versus Villar. Villar is undefeated. We've got Gina Rocket Crockett making her debut versus Ocean Man. We got Will the Bill doing a double match this week. Will, I'm gonna have to add it on. I'll have to add it on Wednesday, but I'll certainly get it in there. We'll record it quickly, and I got no time to get it in tonight. So Will the Bill doing a double match this week, taking on Moonshot, and Moonshot is listening in, doing some inventory. Got some coworkers, got some people he's hanging out with listening in live. So shout out to Moonshot and everybody listening in. We got Unforeseen and Chuck the Messenger Part 2. That is going to be great. If you guys missed it last week, Chuck blew up a yacht. That happened. And we got Miss the Ninja and J-Law. It's going to be another good match. So we got some good challenges. Also looking to see if I can get Crystal and Crystal Singer Chick. Crystal versus Crystal. Maybe we can get Sheila B in action as well versus Gusha Gushe. Want to get Busy B in some fights as well. So you guys start to think of your challenges, and let's make this a whole lot of fun. So I just want to make sure, where's Football Master? We seen Football Master check in yet? So hopefully he'll pop in a second. Just want to see him chime into chat. As mentioned, let me touch on Friday night because you guys know there's a lot of big things happening this week. I get super excited for PvP and then the challenge matches. This week is Walking Dead week, and we are all Walking Dead fans, so we're looking forward to that. But we've got Monday, Wednesday, and Friday night. If you guys missed the introduction of Crowley's Farms, we saw some great items. We saw the group split up. I know there's some thought going on about how all that's going to go down. Friday night, you just need to be prepared for what is next. I'm going to touch on that in a second. We got Valar, hello, 999 Army Kills, great mods, channel members, PDL players, sponsors, super chats, super stickers. I'm at work. and will be popping in from time to night. Good luck to all. And any super chats that are done between now and Saturday will turn into packs in our Saturday and Sunday pack opening. So we already know Crawfish has got a box lined up. Bonnie's got a box lined up. Valar picking up a 10-pack right there. So if you guys do super chat tonight to affect the outcome of the fights, then whatever your $5 super chats are going to be credited toward pack openings. So we like to, it's kind of like a double reward deal. And that'll hold true for all of the Walking Dead streams. We do a Walking Dead stream, and you super chat during that stream. Kel is keeping a ledger, and then we turn those into packs. So thanks for everything that you guys do, and hopefully you guys appreciate the game and want to get back involved. As I was saying before we get into the first match tonight, Friday night, I know AMC Premiere and I know Walking Dead is going to be on around 9 o'clock. I'm going to ask you guys just to wait until about midnight to watch The Walking Dead or watch it Saturday morning, because our story Friday night is going to be really, really good. The second phase of Crowley's Farm and then the conclusion of Crowley's Farm, a lot of these items and mechanics and things that you see in the boxes, you're going to see those up close and personal on Friday night. And the story just gets twisted. So I know last week Gina Crockett said kills. That's a real evil thing you did. Gina, you have not seen nothing yet. It's going to be mind-blowing. I'm not just saying it because I wrote the story. I'm just saying it because I wrote the story and it's good. I mean, it is really, really good. So I can't wait for you guys to get involved in that. All right, we're ready to kick this thing off. If you know your inventory from the weekend, you can use items that you got this weekend. If you don't sweat it. We're not doing bundles tonight. So we are going to do some bundles Wednesday night. We'll give you a chance to get some discounted potions and items that you can use. But tonight is going to be our main event players. And I got to tell you, most of our main event players have a decent amount of gear and have a decent amount of items. So all of those are completely usable. You'll see some brand new mechanics tonight. That would mean elixirs. That would mean tapes. That would mean any pre-match things that you want to do to get ready for tonight. The scenarios are going to vary. And I'm ready to get this thing going. So if you guys are ready for the first match, it is going to be our very own number 2 rated player in the world, Amy Bones Ferrero, versus the up-and-coming Football Master. So where are they going to be? Well, we had to pick a scenario that kind of mixed it up a little bit. Oh, boy. This is going to get difficult for somebody. All right, so we got Bones. You are on one side of the flooded river. And Football Master, you are on the other side of the flooded river. So we got Amanda Tomlin. Super good luck to everyone. PvP tonight. Love you all so much. Bonnie, you got this and knocked the house down, supporting her partner, Bonnie. And thank you so much, Amanda. And looking forward to get that pack opening on Saturday. And also, I'm looking forward to your match versus Chuck Messenger Part 2. The yacht was a lot of fun. So we're going to start this out. I'm going to ask each player, pretty standard, are there any items that you would like to use before the match starts? That would be any elixirs, any tape. If you guys missed out on the brace tape, oh my gosh. There is 2 brand new items called titanium tape. Titanium tape can be applied under your armor, and you can use up to 2 pieces of it. It takes your base health and adds 1 to your base health. So if your base health is 5, it's now 6. It's going to help versus armor piercing. And of course, there is that vermilion tape as well that you can tape up your wrist, and you get plus 2 damage for each piece of vermilion tape. So some nice buffs to strengthen up the hits, the battle, because you guys know the armor's ramping up very soon. So the weapons are going to have to scale up as well. We just don't want people, when you got full tier set, I don't want somebody tapping you with a dagger. It takes 100 times to hit you. You guys know how it goes. All right. So, Bones, any pre-match festivities? We'll start with you. And then Football Master, any items that you are going to be working with as well? All right. Amy's going with the Gorgo, Wargo, AP Blade, Grapple Gloves, Health Ring, Double Damage Ring, Sub-Zero Mask with Heal and a Rage. That is, that's a lot. All right, but, okay, so neither player is using elixirs. And I've got your stats preloaded. And you should know your inventory, so any items that you want to use to start this thing off. Let's do it. Amy, you do have a green glyph. So Amy is going to start with Elixir of Clear Mind. So starting out with Clear Mind. I love it, Football Master. She is not taking you lightly. She's elixiring up and getting ready. So Tin Man is getting ready for his match as well. So I don't think Tin Man has popped in yet. So I'm going to ask Kel to handle some of my timing duties, if she would not mind. And Amy, you have initiative. We're going to give you 15 seconds to get your first turn. As you guys know, we start out with 15 seconds to get it going. You're about 40 yards away from Football Master. 40 yards away. So you got 15 seconds. And remember, there is a water current there as well. All right, Amy, so you're going to move to the first bush. All right, the first bush would get you in range. So you cannot move within range and throw the projectile the same turn. You can only move within range. So if you're going to move to that first bush, that is going to be your turn. That puts you within striking distance. And I'm assuming you mean the bush like right in the middle of the water. Is that correct? All right. Amy moves in to the first bush here. Amy, I am going to ask you, though, to pick a number 1 to 6. And I'm going to say pick a 4, 5, or 6. Otherwise, that current might get a little bit of the best of you. 4, 5, or 6, 1, 2, or 3. You could have hit some slippery rocks. Amy picks number 3. Let's see. It is a 5. She does manage to keep her balance. Otherwise, it could have gotten a little bit slick. You're in the middle there. You got a foot on a rock. You're good to go for next turn. Crawfish making his entrance. Music break. Some say love. It's a river that drowns the tender reed. Some say... some say love, it is a river that drowns. I got it, right? This is the Rose. He actually came in with an intro to the Rose. That leaves your soul to bleed. Some say love, it is a hunger and an endless aching need. I say love, it's a flower, and you. He just went like complete Janis Joplin / Bette Midler in the Rose. Oh, what a great intro. That's scary. Welcome to the party, Crawfish. Amy actually kept her footing. She's still good to go. Let's get back to the scenario. Football Master, you have 15 seconds and you are within range of attack. She cut the distance. You're about 25 yards away. So Football Master, 15 seconds. Oh, he is throwing control smoke. So he uses control smoke. Amy. Amy, you remove 2 pieces of armor. They are chest armor, and your leggings. Chest and leggings. Is there a current? Is the water rushing pretty fast? Oh, no. Oh, this is going to be bad. This is going to be really bad. Because Amy takes off 2 pieces of armor, and watch what happens to her armor when she takes them off. It goes. Amy's armor is out of play the rest of this turn. It went down the river. To where the river flows. To where the river flows. You guys, all right, kills coin to the quickest person that can tell me the band that did the song that I was just singing. Got to be quick. No, wrong answer. It's a good guess, though. Goo Goo Dolls would be closer. And if you said Collective Soul, you would have been correct. It's Collective Soul. All right, Amy, you are missing 2 pieces of armor. Football Master, you are within some range. And we'll give you 10 seconds, Amy. I already saw, I think I know what you want to do. I'll give you answers to the questions you have yet to ask. Da-na-na-na, to where the river flows. Come on, you guys know that. All right, the river is flowing. All right, move to the grass and throw silver. She is going to move to the grass. All right, this time, you can move because it's not the full 30 yards. And she throws a silver, which is +6. And it goes, and Football Master goes like that. But it didn't take him out. You're hanging on, Football Master. Not by a lot, but you're hanging on. Amy uses Silvar +6. Football Master, you got 10 seconds to respond. And remember, only one type of item in standard format. So he's already used a control smoke. He can only use 1 control smoke per match. 10-second timer. Kel, not 15. All right. He is summoning the bats. All right. Amy, pick a number 1 to 6. Two. Bats hit you in the leg. You do take 2 points of damage from the bats. And let's roll for blindness. Amy, pick another number from 1 to 6, please. She picks a 4. Let's see if she gets some temporary blindness as well. Ah, you do. You do. All right. Amy, you can still attack, but you are hit by the bats. You are bleeding, and your attack is going to be effective. I wouldn't say you're as blind as a bat, but that was a pretty low roll. It is now your turn. You have 10 seconds. 10-second timer, Kel. throws another Silvar. This is the second Silvar. And Football Master. Her vision is affected. But you're still getting hit fairly close by a grenade. So I'm going to give you a 5 or a 6. You have a 33% chance to survive it and a 66% chance to die. Pick a 5 or a 6. Otherwise, you're going to take lethal damage from back-to-back Silvar grenades. Picks a 5. Will it be a 5 or a 6? It is a 2. Football Master has perished. Good move. Good move to remove the armor. I don't know your inventory. I don't know if you're going to try to stay in the game and res. I mean, she did use 2 Silvars. I don't know. That might be the extent of it. She may not have any more ranged firepower. I don't know her full inventory. Your call. All right, he's like, forget this noise, man. I'm rezzing. All right, Football Master is back in the fight, everybody. Not giving up, bringing it right back. I love it, man. I love. All right. Amy is at 6 natural health. Hold on, Amy, you can't shoot. It's not your turn. She's like, I'm shooting. I'm shooting him again. All right, Football Master, you have 10 seconds. It's your turn. She's like, Amy just wants to attack. She's like, I'm shooting again. I don't care. All right, where's football? He is going in and attacking with Diablo. So he is rushing in and trying to get one of those unprotected areas with his Diablo. Amy is missing 2 pieces of armor, keep in mind. Football Master, 50-50 chance. With her armor, 2 pieces missing. You need a 4, 5, or a 6. 4, 5, or a 6. Picks a 3. Let's see what he got. Oh, big hit, Amy. Big hit. Amy, I'm going to give you a bonus roll. You have a 83% chance of surviving it. Do not pick a 6. Pick any number but a 6. Otherwise, you're going to be in some bad shape with that Diablo. All right, anything but a 6. She picks a 4. Oh my goodness. He landed a lethal blow. He had a 50-50 chance to hit it. And absolutely hit her back-to-back uncovered areas. Amy takes lethal damage. Football Master just got in the game. What an incredible turn of events. What a roll. He removed the armor, hit her without armor, and then went in for the artery. And we got it. Oh, what a tie match. Unbelievable. Amy just rezzed. Both players have just rezzed and are back to life. This just turned into a big match. Are we going to see an upset? The number 2 rated player in PDL is against the ropes, everybody, and still bleeding from the bats. Amy, you got 10 seconds to respond. Shoots for the Wargo. Amy is going straight. Amy, you're too close to use the Wargo. You are in hand-to-hand combat range. You can't get a shot off with your rifle. You have to use a hand-to-hand weapon or a close-range weapon. Reset the timer. She can't get the shot off with the Wargo. All right, she goes Blade AP. And she did equip the AP Blade. Football Master, you take 2 directly to the chest. You are holding on by a thread. You're holding on by a thread. 10-second timer, Football Master. You need something huge. Both players are taking direct body damage. She went right through your armor. AP Blade +2. Just smacked you hard. All right, he is going to go heal and seal. Heal and seal. Great move. All right, Amy. He is healed up, and he has seal smoke protecting him. Amy says, I back up 15 yards and heal smoke. All right, Football Master. It is now your turn. You have a 10-second timer. If you are just tuning in, each player has died. Unbelievable rolls on Football Master's part. This could be an epic upset. Football Master has healed and sealed. Amy has just dropped the heal smoke at 15 yards. Like the extra, I use my football balance to keep from falling. You're fine with the football balance. He does charge in and goes for another chest shot. So there's the charge. Because he did not use Unholy Smoke, Amy has gotten the benefit of her health smoke. If he would have went Unholy there, he could have stopped the healing from happening. Remember, turn-based. The smoke drops on one turn. You get it in the next half turn. It's the first time we've seen that play out. But an Unholy Smoke there would have prevented her heal smoke from happening, and it would have been considered used. So she would not have been able to use it. So I don't know if he had that in his inventory, but if he did, that was the play. So he charges in. Amy, you have just healed. You've gotten half your life back. So you're good with your base health. You're pretty good with your armor because you do have a huge armor advantage. However, he is rushing in again, and as he rushes in again, Football Master, Same rules apply. Let's go 50-50 to hit her without the armor. You need a 4, 5, or a 6 to hit an unguarded area of her body. 4, 5, or a 6. He picks a 1. All right. 4. Will it be a 4, 5, or 6? It is a 6. He comes through again. Big, big hit. He is absolutely crushing it. All right, Amy. He just hit you hard with a natural 6 to an unprotected area. Pick any number except the number 1. The number 1 is going to be bad for you. So pick any number except the number 1. She picks a 3, everybody. It is a 6. She takes standard damage. Amy, you have lost half of your base life. Football Master has lost half of his base life. You have lost half of your base life. Your armor is still holding strong. His armor is not as strong. Amy, you got a 10-second timer. It is now your turn. We are in hand-to-hand combat range, everybody. This match is down to the wire. Down to the wire. All right, Amy is using... Amy, are you using... If you're using the heal potion, is that which potion you're using? All right, she's using the heal potion instant in her mask. So we're going to get a dice roll. Amy, 1 or 2, 25%, 3 or 4, 50%, 5 or 6, you get a big 100% of your life back. She is picking a 2. Oh, and that's a big, big heal. The tide has turned. Amy with the instant 100% health. She attacks with the AP blade. Football Master, you are down to 1 base health. You are hanging on by a thread. Amy has full healed. Football Master, it is now your turn. And it is looking bleak. It is looking bleak right now. It was looking good for a second. We were about to have the upset, the biggest upset in the history of Play Dead Live. Football Master, you're on the clock with 10 seconds. Let's see if he's got anything left in his bag of tricks. Now, she is still missing 2 pieces of armor. You are both hand-to-hand range. You're exactly, sorry, let me get you guys back to where you need to be. There's been no movement in the match. You are still as close as it gets. You are absolutely correct. Hold on. Stop and rewind. Crawfish is absolutely correct. Football Master, do not do that last move. Back it up, everybody. Her armor piercing did not go through. because he still had the effect of the seal smoke, and the seal had not been broken yet. So that last move just cracked his seal. So, Football Master, you are still in the game. Amy is full healed. The seal does not wear off. The seal is part of his armor. But your last attack got rid of his seal. Football Master. Thank you for that. I completely missed it. Great call. Great call. All right. Football Master, 10-second timer. You do not take that last attack, but your seal is effectively gone. He's needed some big dice rolls so far. He's gotten them. But Amy did get the full heal value of that last one. All right. Are you going Diablo again? Football Master, are you going straight Diablo? You know what? Hey, you're right, miss, but he's been living with it. So he's going Diablo to the heart, like Bryan Adams. Let's do this again. Armor missing. He's going to stab and shoot. He's like, I'm just going the whole 9 yards. Stab and shoot. All right. It doesn't matter. It's still an unprotected attack. They're both going to hit. The question is, are they going to hit where you want them to hit? You're good either way. You can shoot it or you can stab it. All right, but I'm going to need you to pick. We're going to mix it up this time. Pick a 1, 2, or 3. 1, 2, or 3 are your numbers. We're going low this time. So if you get a 1, 2, or 3, you do hit an unprotected area. If you guys are just tuning in, what a great move. He threw her armor down the river. So he's picking number 5. Will his luck carry on? 1, 2, or 3? It is a 1. Oh my goodness. He's absolutely crushing it with these rolls tonight. Amy, you've seen this before. You're on the defensive. So Amy, do not roll a 4. Roll any number except a 4. A 4 is the number that you absolutely want to avoid. Otherwise, it is going to get really, really dire for you. So I got to tell you, he is on a roll. Pick any number, and let's make sure it's not a 4. So she's picking a 4, hoping it's not a 4, and it is a 1. Amy takes 2 points of damage uncovered. She is still hurting. But it is now your turn. And Football Master is hurting as well. So Amy, it is your go. Both players are taking damage directly to the body. They are both hand-to-hand range. We've seen control smoke. We've seen bats. We've seen res. Heal and seal. Diablos. You name it. This match has seen it. And Football Master is not giving up. I'm telling you, he is a couple pieces of gear away from being a beast. Being an absolute beast. I've seen it every week. You guys wonder why he was right at the top 10. Now you see. She is going full scale, backtrack, gam grenade, and scorpion. Oh boy, no more Mr. Nice Guy. This is going to get intense. She summons the scorpion, goes gam grenade, +3 with the scorpion summon, and is getting the heck away. All right, a slight edge back. The grenade hits, and the scorpion slows you. But he's still alive. He's not dead yet. He's taken damage to the body, damage to the armor. But Football Master, here's the deal. You are as low with your armor and as low with your body as you can possibly be. This is effectively your last turn, unless you pull some magic. 10-second timer for Football Master. He just ate his 3rd grenade of the match. The heal and seal was great, but he is on his last legs, under his armor and over his armor. 10-second timer, Football Master. I hear the sirens in the background. It's going to be sirens for someone. He backs up a few yards and tries to aim for the heart. All right, you are not close range, so here's the deal. You get one shot at this. Otherwise, we're hitting armor. We're going straight booster box, everybody. Sorry. All right. Pick a number, and you need a 2 in order to get a hit. You need a 2. Your odds just decreased. But if you get this 2, he picks a 6, and it is a 4. Amy takes damage to her armor, and Amy, any attack at this point is going to effectively end the match, everybody. So, heck of a fight. We are at the wire. Football Master, only so much gear, only so many rolls. You hate to see this one come to an end. Ten-second timer. He's like, I'm out. Let me jump in the river. He's going trout fishing. She shoots the Wargo, and Football Master sails away into oblivion. So, you got finished off with an AR-15 bullet. So, for a little bit of the recap, oh my goodness. Football Master, great moves with control smoke early. Got her armor downriver. Summoned the bats. Amy went Silvar ×2 on him. Both players ended up rezzing. Football Master with a big heal and seal move. Amy finally backtracked, got the Scorpion and the Gam. What a great match for a, hey, now you guys see why Football Master's in the main event. Absolutely well played. Great job to Football Master. I think you did incredible. So looking forward to seeing you get a little bit more gear. And I think you're going to be a force to be reckoned with. So if you guys are just tuning in, this is our first match of several. Amy getting the big win, now moving her record to 2-1. Football Master goes to 1, 2, and 1. But well done. And I am ready to see a battle of the mods. So we're moving right along. We got some great matches lined up for you guys tonight. That was the first one. Number 2 player. You guys can see why Amy. The backtrack, great move at the end. But we've got brand new avatar in the house. We got Tommy the Tank versus Kel. Tommy the Tank and Kel lining it up for you guys next. So let's jump right into the scenario. I think a couple people are like, Kills, I can see the excitement. Well, I am excited. I'm going to tell you why. Because, first of all, we had a great weekend. How many people were here for the weekend pack opening? We did a marathon over the weekend. If you guys were here for part of that, just give me a quick 999. Give me a quick shout out. We got a ton of people watching you guys play tonight. And more people are going to want to roll characters. They're going to get involved in the game. They're going to want to have kind of those epic matches, those epic standoffs. All that gear right there is gear that was prior to this weekend. But this weekend, you guys saw some things that as we transition into Crowleys, and you see masks and smokes, and one person does control, one person does heal, the turn base, eagles, hawks, you got disarm creatures now, where players are putting all their eggs in one basket and they got that one weapon, and maybe they get disarmed, and now they're going to have to find other ways of doing it. You got brand new tapes where people can buff themselves up a little bit. You got, I know Crawfish, and I know Father Ron, and I think Gina all picked up fangs this weekend. So brand new handheld weapons that when you get in close, they don't have to rely on all the smokes now. Now they're going to be able to hit and kind of defend themselves a little bit. So great mix of items, but you have to tune in Friday night and see what the story is on some of these items and how they potentially might be used against you. So great stuff coming down the pike for you guys. Amy, everyone can win. He nearly killed me. Great game. Well, I agree. I mean, it does take a little more luck at some of those levels, but he played it to get you down 2 pieces of armor. And you guys know the thing with PDL, if you're not armored, you're going to die. So, yes, armor's a big piece of it, and hitting is a big piece of it. But if something happens and you're missing gear, and people get a few shots on you, that's the way fights are. Superheroes are nothing without their capes. So, you got to find, and that was a good scenario for him too, because it just happened to be in the river. All right, so I am going to transition to the very next scenario, and we got another good one. We're going to a place that is a little bit, it's nostalgic. It's familiar to me. This is Baltimore. So do we have Tommy the Tank? Oh, man. Tommy the Tank and Kel. Tommy the Tank and Kel. On the streets of Baltimore. So we're going to put Tank. All right, I know you guys are fiending for these abs, so let's do it. I think half of our audience shows up for the abs. But we've got a brand new Kel on main event night. She's tired of being an X. She's tired of being an O. So we also have a brand new avatar for our very own Kel. Sneaky yet subtle. Watch out, Tommy. Kel might say smile. But she's also holding a knife. All right, so we're going to start out. I'm going to ask each player, same question. Any pre-match buffs that you guys would like to use before we get started? Any elixirs? Make sure you have them in your inventory. Believe it or not, we've had instances over the last couple weeks where people have used an item that they did not have in their inventory. Now, nothing that changed the outcome of the match. But if it would have, you would have forfeited your match by using an item that you did not have in your inventory. So Kel is going Elixir of Energy. So Kel is going Elixir of Energy, pulling a little extra damage. Man Bun, a.k.a. Tank, a.k.a. Abs. All right, let's get the tank in here. All right, Tommy going straight up. No elixirs. Kel's getting a little extra damage. So Kel, we're going to give you a 15-second timer. 38 yards is the distance. 38 yards. Both players are behind walls. Both players are behind walls. 38 yards is the distance. Kel, 15-second timer. I'm going to ask Tin Man or Julia. Thank you. Either one. Tank versus a medic. No attack available at 38 yards. Summons are available. Kel's going to move in to 20 yards. Tank, you have 15 seconds. No line of sight. This is a pretty even match, by the way. All right, you're charging. Is there going to be an attack at the? You're within range to charge and attack. We are still here, everybody. If you're just tuning in, there's a little bit of radio silence. He is charging in and shooting with Gorgo. Tommy gets to about here, which is not hand-to-hand combat range. You're still about 10 yards out. But you do hit with the Gorgo. Kel, you take a couple points of damage. Crawfish rolls up and asks Kel when the bank will be open and how much can I get for 2 9mm and a blue glyph. Yeah, that'd be an interesting... There he is. Sorry, I can't move him because he's in position for his fight, but yes, there he is up in the top corner. And Kelly's asking you when the bank's going to be open because he's got a lot of inventory he needs to sell. Crawfish making his debut. All right, Kel, you take a couple with the Gorgo. Kel, you have 10 seconds. Oh, you're good. You could throw it. You could even back up a little bit and still get the throw off. Tommy's like, not again. Tommy still has shrapnel from last week. You're gonna throw a grenade at him. Oh my gosh, Tommy, I'm sorry, man. This is gonna get bad. Kel is going to throw a Goldar grenade and back up a little bit. So she moves here. Tommy, you get hit by a big, bad, amazing, strongest powered grenade in the game. Yeah. There you go. Tommy, you're still alive. And you actually have a little bit of high ground. That grenade knocked you up about 10 feet up in the air. And he's not dead. Remember, he's a tank and he has a shield, but he took big, big damage. Tommy, you're about 20 yards away. You're still within range, but you're holding on to some bricks on the side of that building. 10-second timer for the tank. That was a big hit, man. There you go. Julie J's like, I'll fight him, with no grenades. Charge her and shoot again. Tommy comes down from the bricks, charges, and shoots again. Kel, you take more damage. 10-second timer for Kel. Kel is still in good shape. Good glyphs, good armor. Tommy, I can't say the same about. We're going to have to keep stats with like player that's been hit by the most grenades. Because Tommy is going to, Tommy's going to set a record. $3:30 in the morning, not a soul in sight. City's looking ghost town on moonless summer night. Raindrops on the window. A grenade storm is moving in. Boom, boom, boom. Now I drink. Oh my gosh. Kel goes in Rage 3. Wow. Yeah, I'm sorry, Tommy. I'm sorry. I don't have an answer for this. Kel goes in Rage 3, tosses a grenade, and yeah. Tommy's lethal. Like, by far. Tommy, you died, and even if you res, you're not going to look anywhere like your former self. I think the abs have taken permanent damage. Now, she has expended 2 Goldars. So I'm going to ask you if you're resing. I mean, there's only so many grenades somebody can have, right? Absolute. Oh, kills coin for Tommy. Absolutely destroyed. I see what you did there. Will Tommy res, or will he rest those abs for the remainder of the evening? Tommy is rezzing. He is back in the match. I mean, there's only so many. All right, Tommy, you are 30 yards away. Stay down. Stay down, Rocky. Stay down. He's absolutely back. All right, Tank. You got 10 seconds under the bench. Yeah, that's where we're gonna put him. Tommy. Yeah, here we go. We're gonna minimize Tommy. There he is. I'm gonna put Tommy over here, and some dog in Baltimore's just gonna. All right, here you go, Tommy. You're hidden under a concrete bench. Control smoke and have her walk to me for a headshot. You can't. If you control smoke, you control her character. So, yeah, you can't. If you control smoke, she's going to walk to you. But then by the time you lose control, it's going to be her turn again. Here, I don't want you to be mini-me anymore. You're here. There you go. You're still good. All right. Let's reset Tommy's timer. He can't control smoke and shoot the same turn, but all right, reset to 10. Got people cheering for you, Tank. You've taken 2 Goldars. One of them had some sadness attached to it. Tommy wants to go darkness. All right. We are dark, everybody. Tommy goes darkness smoke. Kel, it is your turn. The tank is rezzed. He is back. 10-second timer for Kel. Kel does have a flashlight. And she... Well played. They are within range. Kel, I'm going to give you a shot to hit. Kel goes flashlight and charges Tommy. She's got her axe, and they are hand to hand, and pick any number except a 5 or a 6. I'm going to give you a 2/3 chance to pull this off. Any number except a 5 or a 6. It doesn't. But I need to see where they're at, which is why I'm not giving her a 100% chance to do the hit, because Tommy didn't move when he cast the darkness smoke, so she's charging in with the axe, but hold tight. She picks a 3. It is a 5. So the hit does not happen. The hit does not go through, and Tommy, we are still in the dark, and Kel is closer to you. So Tommy, we are back in the darkness, and Kel's attack did not hit at all, and if it would have hit, it would not have been a solid attack. So Kel rushed in to Tommy's location, swung the axe, and missed. She had a 2/3 chance to hit, at least partially. Tommy, you got 10-second timer. Kel is within range. And this is the last turn of darkness. All right. He goes for the neck with Gorgo. All right. Tank. You know where her attack came from. You don't know her exact location. I'm going to give you the same odds. Any number except a 1 or a 2. Any number except a 1 or a 2, you will hit to some capacity. You guys are just tuning in. Tommy has rezzed. They are both in the dark right now. Any number except a 1 or a 2. It is a 6. He hits. Kel, you're hurting. That's the third time he's hit you. You're starting to feel the effects. And you know exactly where his attack came from. So last turn of darkness, Tommy has rezzed. He's okay. Kel is in bad shape. But Tommy has already rezzed, meaning he cannot rezz again. So Kel, 10 seconds. This is the last half turn of darkness before we go back to light. If you guys just missed, Kel swung a crimson axe at Tommy just a minute ago. It's a little different playing than watching. You guys know, knowing your inventory, big piece of how the matches play out. All right. No, the flashlight's not helping you. But you do swing with the crimson axe, and that's a lot of stuff. That is pretty vicious. So, give me your number. I'm going to give you, you know where the attack came from. Anything except a 6. You got a 5 out of 6 chance to connect with the crimson axe in the dark. No player has moved, so you've narrowed it down. 5 out of 6 chance. Do not make it a 6. I mean, that is like, I swing on him with my crimson axe. I can take his head off and keep his man bun as a trophy. All right, no 6. What is going to be? It is a 4. Tommy, she hits you, and she hits you very hard. Man bun is on his last legs with a crimson axe. Kel is hurting as well. But we finally have light. Both players are going to be able to see each other again. If you guys are just tuning in, we have had a lot of activity so far. The match started out. Tommy got a couple shots with the Gorgo. Kel hit him with a Goldar grenade. Hit him again, enraged with the grenade. Actually effectively took him out of play. Tommy came back. Did a little bit of damage. Both are hurting. Cannot make a player use their consumables. Man bun. You can control. You can't control and use somebody's items from their inventory. Because a lot of players pay for those items, so I'm not going to have them controlled over and over again and liquidate their inventory. But you can control if you want. He didn't already use control. He used darkness instead. He was going to control her and have her come over so he could shoot her, but that would have been a waste of the control because you're actually controlling that character. You cannot control a character and have them do suicidal effects. You cannot control a character and have them use their inventory. Tommy uses control. And Kel, you toss your Crimson Axe to the side. Kel, is now your turn. You have a 10-second timer. Yeah, that probably would have been a good move to do a while back. Maybe too little, too late at this point in the game. Let's see if Kel has additional resources. Four seconds. Will, what are you doing in Baltimore? Will opens the top floor window and yells, "It's my money, and I want it now." Kel goes in for the soul drain, and actually that is enough to provide lethal damage to Tank. Once again, Kel finishes off the match, moving her record to 1-2. Man Bun takes another rough defeat. He is like he's taken a lot of grenades the last couple weeks. Big matches. Tough loss last week versus Moonshot. A tough loss this week. Man Bun down to 1-3, everybody. Tommy the Tank down to 1-3. He's going to need your support. He's going to have a big match and a big win lined up next week. Tommy, we're going to set something up. But hey, how about a shout out to Kel and also to Tank, giving it their best. Kel moving to 2-1 up in the standings. Man Bun, another tough defeat. One too many grenades. But great match, everybody. That is our second one. So far tonight, if you're just tuning in, we had Amy Bones Ferreira with a very, very close match versus Football Master. Number 2 rated player, Amy Bones, barely edged out a win. Did kick her record up to 2-1. And then we got Kel also raising her record to 2-1 as well, with a couple gold R grenades. So great match between the two of them. They do a lot of great work. I have a lot of respect for each one of them. And hopefully you guys had a blast playing against each other. No winners. Remember, death is only temporary. I got a feeling Man Bun is going to be back. In fact, I think, what do you guys think? I think Man Bun needs a couple pieces of gear. What do you guys think? So last week, we added a couple pieces of gear to Mist. So Tommy has been light on the grenades. He's down. He's 1-3. How about you guys show up Saturday for the pack opening? We already have 3 boxes lined up, and I am going to make a contribution to the Man Bun, the Tank Fund. Actually, I'm tired of him being Man Bun. He needs to be the Tank again. I'm going to make a contribution to the Tommy the Tank Fund and see if we can't get him, hopefully a couple grenades to get him back in the game. So, Tommy, Saturday, I'm going to pick up a few packs. It's going to be on me. So, you guys tune in and see what gear that the Tank picks up. So, and in fact, Kel, let's go ahead and line it up right now. because we need him to be a tank again, and you guys might need him to be a tank too. So, Tommy, this one is on me. 4 packs set up for Saturday for the tank. And we got Moonshot. Bought one for the ladies, so here's one for the guys. There you go. All right, so right there, just between me and Moonshot. So Moonshot, give your 2 to Ben, and I'll give my 4 to the tank. That way we split it up. All right. Cool, everybody. Thank you so much. Kel, add them to the list. And speaking of 10-man, I think we got a little something lined up. Our very own Will the Bill was yelling out the window. But is Will ready for the big time? Oh, boy. What do we have here? So, Will the Bill has taken a couple tough losses this season as well. A loss today would put Will, it would dig a hole. It'd dig a hole the size of that pool. A loss from Will today would send him down to 1-3. One of the hyped up, Will the Bill was the first card we printed in Play Dead Live. The first person card. Some of you have seen it. 10-man is coming in at 2-1. If 10-man gets the win, he goes to 3-1. Will would be 1-3, and he'd be looking up out of that pool. But if Will can pull off the victory, he goes to 2-2, and it's a whole different world. So we're moving on to match number 3, everybody. Here is where our players are starting out. We have got the mentioned Will the Bill. We've got 10-man. I'm going to ask each player if there's any pre-match items that you would like to use. If you're just tuning in, this is our 3rd match of the night. Will is going Elixir of Invig. That's what I'm talking about. Ben, so let's hear some 10-man love. We've seen some Will the Bill love. How about some 10-man love? There you go. We got, Ben is going straight energy elixir. Ben is going beast damage. And Will is going invigoration. Love the strategies with the players. All right, so we've set them up. We know that they got their buffs. We'll see if that invigoration kicks in. Will the Bill, you have a green glyph. You are within 30 yards. You have no direct line of sight because he is recessed in that little shed right there. So, Will, 15-second timer. And, Will, I'm going to give you speed picks tonight. So when I call on you, just be ready to give me a number without going to the die roll. And they are going to be 1 to 10 picks. So, Kel, if I could ask you to keep the timer, because Julia Mew's got a match coming up she needs to be prepared for, and Ben is in a match. So, Kel, if you could, or actually Amy, Kel might be lagging a little bit. Will is turning out the lights. Turn out the lights, the party's over. Wow, that just got dark in a hurry. All right, 10-man, it is now your turn. Will says, hey, come out and play. I went Offspring on you, Will. That did not sound good at all. No, I didn't go Offspring on you. I brought up the rewind the tape. We're not live anymore. Cut. Take 2. All right. Ben says, move side to side, avoiding the pool, dropping clone smoke to confuse Will. All right, but you're in the dark. So he is moving side to side and drops a clone smoke. Will, you've got a 10-second timer. I have no idea where you are. I have no idea where Ben is. There are 2 Bens because he dropped clone smoke. Problem is, you can't see either one of them right now. And he may have fallen in the pool. I will let you know shortly because I don't even know where he's at. We are going to resolve all of these. When the lights come on, I will tell you where you guys are at, and we will resolve all damage, all instances, everything. But until then, your guess is as good as mine. I think Darkness Smoke just became a very popular play, though. Will goes Spark Ring and throws dynamite in the direction he heard the noise. Fair enough. Will, let's get a pick. $50-50 to do damage, Will. You need a 4, 5, or a 6. Will picks a 4. 4, 5, or 6. You miss. Will, pick a number from 1 to 10. 1 to 10. We're going to reset that. Pick a number from 1 to 10. The 6 that popped up was a previous rolled die that had nothing to do with Will. It was something somebody got earlier that I didn't cover back up. So he did miss. Will picks a 6. Will. Very good. You had a slight chance to get the number, and your elixir of invigoration allowed you a second attack. So, Will, your first dynamite missed altogether, but you now get a second attack due to your invigoration. Let's give Will a 10-second timer for a second attack. And a shout out to Moonshot. He said he's got a crew of people not doing inventory. So I want to give a shout out to you guys. Take it easy. Take a long lunch break. But Moonshot, hopefully we'll have a couple brand new players joining us for Play Dead Live. Tell them to show up Wednesday night. we will roll them some characters, and we'll create a whole nother group. Wing it, he's going to throw another one. So Will, 50-50. Pick a 4, 5, or a 6. Picks a 4. Will picks a 4. It is a hit. So we are still in the dark, and Will does get a hit. The damage is split between Tin Man and his clone. It is range damage. It is explosive damage. Ben, your clone dies. You take minor damage from the dynamite. Tin Man, you have 10-second timer. Ben took slight damage, nothing severe. Will has thrown 2 pieces of dynamite. 1 piece missed. 1 piece barely got him. 1 piece got his clone. Any damage to the clone, it's gone. And Ben has 1 more move in the dark, and then we go back to the light. First time we've seen an elixir of invigoration actually proc. So Will was able to get 2 attacks out of the last turn. It does not. Does not. It's just a bonus attack. It's a double attack in the same turn. Good question. If you guys are just tuning in, we are in Darkness Smoke for the third match, right? We are working on the night moves. We were just young and restless and bored, living by the sword, working on the night moves. Throw control smoke and make him toss his grenades into the scuzzy pool of water. I don't know what his inventory is. But I'm going to give you a chance to miss because you're still in the dark. But I'm not going to give you much of a chance to miss. All right, Tin Man. Throw your control smoke to the general vicinity and don't pick a 1. He picks a 4. If he gets a 1, he misses. He picks a 5. Will, do you have grenades in your inventory? And then we're going to find out where everybody is. So we're going back to the scene. The lights are back on, everybody. I'll tell you where the characters are. So, Will, any grenades in your inventory? Nope. All right. Will, your dynamite is in the pool. not ruined, not able to not be used, but it is in the pool and it would take you a turn to retrieve them. So since you don't have grenades, I was going to let you pick between dynamite, and if you guys have grenades, Goldar, Silvar, and Gam, then I'll let them pick one or the other. So Will is without his dynamite for at least a turn. Now, let's figure out where everybody was and where everybody went. So we've got Will, who kind of moved over toward the trees. He's not up in the tree, so we're going to actually move Will down to this area. And then we got Tin Man, who did actually fall in the pool. So Tin Man, in the dark, you fell in the pool. Take a point of damage. All right, Will, you are back. You've hit him for a little bit of dynamite. He did, after the fact, take 1 point of damage for fall damage in the dark. It is now Will's turn. 10-second timer. No dynamite at Will unless you go in the pool and pick it up. Will is going acid rain smoke. Very nice. Ben, you're burning. You were burning, Ben, right under the armor. Tommy, Mom comes out and yells, "Hey, Smiley, Kelly, and Stars Hut," or whatever your names are. The next person throw a grenade at my son. I love it. Tommy just intentionally butchered the names. That was great. All right, well done. Well done, Tank. Oh, Will just made it rain. Ben says, 10 doesn't burn, baby. All right. You're taking points from the acid rain directly to the body. 10 Man, you got a 10-second timer. Will using the acid rain smoke, everybody. Great, great play. Absolutely love it. And it is a couple damage directly to his body. Take shelter in the shed and release the armor pierce. Oh, boy. Oh, here it is. Ben goes back to the shed. And this is a brand new item. Just rolled out, the armor piercing bull. And here's what it does. The bull charges in, turn number 1. And pierces Will for a point of damage directly under his armor. First time we've seen it. So Ben just took 2 points directly under his armor. Ben's hurting. Will, you just took a shot. Now that bull is going to go back to Ben next round, and in the third round is going to charge you again. So Will, Ben is out of sight. The bull hits you. It is now your turn. You have 10 seconds. Ben playing the line of sight. Will has no dynamite. Dynamite is down in the pool. We know Will's afraid of water. Ray says you mess with the bull, you get the horn. Will is summoned Shady. All right. Because you don't want to mess with Shady. Oh, there he is. Face only a mother could love. Making his debut. Will is summoning Shade. So we've seen Ben summon the bull, and Will brings out the Shade. Now, Will, you are bringing Shade out for an attack, correct? Not using the damage bonus, but you're going to go full speed ahead with Shady. Oh, no, he didn't. Crawfish. Oh, no, the creepy old shed is the shed where the creepy old man loves to recycle metal. Hello, Tin Man, he says with a can opener. I'm going to say Tin Man is feared and moves out of the shed. Tin Man, a super chat. Whatever is in that shed, you don't want to go back in there. Tin Man has relocated. And you take damage from Shady regardless. So, Ben, you take a couple more. Ben has taken points from the dynamite, points from the fall, and now points from Shade. Shade hits and disappears. Ben, is now your turn. You have 10 seconds. And I don't know what that thing in the shed is liable to do to you next turn. Hold tight. Yeah, Crawfish sits back and comes up with some creepy, crawly stuff. Well, I mean, I guess he could have had him attack you. It was subtle enough. He is going to fire the Platinum Glyph shotgun at Will. And also at Will the Bill. You hit. Will, you take a couple points of damage. Will has decent armor, so not a huge hit. The armor absorbs it. Your bull is back. Will, it is your turn. You have a 10-second timer. You have line of sight as well. You know, I agree with that. Trigger says Crawfish could write a crazy comic with his ideas. I think Crawfish's ideas are going to become a permanent part of Play Dead Live lore. Will has Seal Smoke in the mask, shoot fire arrow. So, Will, are you using the Seal Smoke? I know it's loaded. Are you actually enacting it? Okay. Will is firing and sealing. Ben, you take a couple more. You are... Yeah, you're hurting, man. Will is effectively sealed. Ben, it is now your turn. You have 10 seconds. Your bull is charging. And it goes in to hit Will. And it doesn't pierce his armor. It breaks the seal. Bull is out of play. He did his job. He got 1 point through. Will was a step ahead of it for the second time. See, Ben might have been playing that double bull attack AP3 play. You guys don't know what that is. That is bull, bull return, bull hits again, AP3, game over. But Will sealed it. So the bull goes in, breaks the seal. And Ben goes heel smoke. All right. The heel smoke is on the ground. It will take half a turn to resolve. Will, it is now your turn. Only one thing that can stop the heal from happening. You're within range. You guys are both 20 yards away. You're good. All right. If you go control smoke, all right. Ben does get the effect of the heal because the only thing that could have stopped the heal smoke is what? Control smoke. But Will does throw control. And Ben, you have removed your armor. You are down to one piece of armor. 10 man, you have a 10-second timer. You have healed for half of your life back with the heal smoke. I don't know if Will has it, but that would have been the play right there. The unholy smoke would have taken his heal out of play and also would have removed his energy elixir. We got 7 seconds for the 10 man. Both players, solid health after the heal. All right, Ben goes grapple glove to remove one piece of Will's armor. So Will, one piece of armor. By my count, you still have 3 pieces of armor left. So Ben, I'm going to give you a die roll. And you need a 1 or a 2 to hit him without armor. A 1 or a 2. Actually, scratch that. Scratch. No. The grapple glove is a turn. Never mind. The grapple glove is not an instant cast. Forget the roll. Will, you have lost one piece of armor. It is your turn. The grapple glove is not an instant that you can remove armor and then take an attack the same turn. So he has removed one of your armor, but it is now your turn. You have a 10-second timer. Will goes unholy arrow. Unholy arrow to the chest, removing Ben's energy elixir. So that is now out of play. Ben's damage buff is gone. Will hits for a couple points of damage. Will, pick a number 1 to 10. So 7, you do not invigorate. Ben, you have a 10-second timer. Ben, you're not on your deathbed, but you're about 25% of your total health pool. After the heal and after taking the damage from the unholy arrow, Will is slightly higher. All right, Ben is charging straight at him. Like, forget this range stuff. I'm going in. Now I'm going to give you your die roll. Oh, I'm going booster box again on you guys. Sorry. We're gonna just a sneak peek of what might be available on Saturday. Ben, I'm going to give you a 33% chance to hit him without armor. Pick a 1 or a 2. Picks a 4, and it is a 6. Nope. Clang, you hit armor. Will, you are now in hand-to-hand combat range. Ben hits your armor, does not do a whole lot of damage to you. You're still in pretty good shape. Ben, slightly less than 25%. You're a little less than half. We are in the heated moments here in this match. Both players putting on a good match. Will takes a turn to pick up his dynamite. All right, Ben, 10-second timer. He's like, he's going top rope. Here's Ben. Hold on. Ben's going, hey, snapping to a Slim Jim. He goes top rope. Reaper mode. All right, Ben, let's do it again. Not with that one. How about that? Let's do a different die roll. All right. 33% chance you need a 3 or a 4. 3 or 4, you will hit from the top rope. 3 or 4 are the numbers we are looking for, everybody. He picks a 4, hoping for a 3 or 4, and it is a 6. Misses again. Not a miss. He gets a hit. Will, your armor absorbs more damage. He's missed a couple shots at getting directly under your skin, literally. But Will, you're feeling a little sluggish right now. Your armor took a little bit of it, but you have taken a few shots. You're not a spring chicken anymore. Will, 10-second timer. You have weapons, dynamite back in hand. Ben is on the ropes, less than 25%. You're 33%. Who's travel voucher? All right. Will goes travel voucher. And moves to 30 yards. Ben, you have a 10-second timer. You cannot get off a melee attack this turn, Ben. All right, Ben, you are outside of 30 yards right now. So if you run the opposite, you're not firing anything. You can run. You can further the range if you want. But you're not in range to attack him right now because he teleported 30 yards away, which puts him at that 33, 34-yard range from you. So you can only move into range. You can't move further away in an attack. All right, so he goes opposite side of the pool to further the distance, Will. All right, so we're looking probably at about 45 yards. Will, you have a 10-second timer. You guys are just tuning in. He's going to summon Fido. Oh, yeah. Ben takes lethal damage from Fido. Fido for the win. Will teleports out of range, fakes him with the dynamite, and sends in Fido to get him down to lethal damage. Yeah, the dog bit through the Tin Man. Didn't have to go armor piercing because Ben was already low in health, multiple attacks. So Fido finishes off the Tin Man. And I have not checked inventory. Yeah, I think he's good. All right, everybody. That is the end of the match. Will the Bill getting the big win. Now moving up to 2-2, everybody. Ben taking a tough loss. Very, very strategic match. Good job to both. Will back on the up and up. Ben is going to have to take a step back. And great strategy. Great, great match. Both of them did a heck of a job. So, my hat's off to both guys. And don't think either one's going to be falling too far in the rankings. So, if you're just tuning in, we've got through 3 matches. Amy Bones Ferreira, tough match with Football Master, but she got the win. Kel, big win over Tommy the Tank, sending him to his 6th grenade taken in the last 2 weeks. Will the Bill pulled the old school okey doke on Ben. Let me get my dynamite, teleport out, make you think I'm going to throw the dynamite, but I'm going to send in Fido for the win. Great, great strategic move on Will the Bill's part. Absolutely love the strategy. So if you are tuning in prior to tonight, this was the PDL PvP rankings. our very own B-Dub, 3-0. Amy Bones Ferreira, 1-1. Cardinal Crawfish, 2-1. Big match tonight between B-Dub and Cardinal. Trigger, 1-1. Father Ron, 2-1. Deadly Dimes, 2-1. Julia Muse, 2-1. Moonshot, 2-1. Will the Bill was 1-2, just got a big win. Gemstone rounded out the top 10, even though she's 0-1. Had a big first match. So Gemstone will be showing up on Wednesday. But our next few was Football Master, Tommy the Tank, Ocean Man, Villar, Sheila Beasley, Tin Man, Kel. Villar went to 2-0, so Villar's right at the edge of top 10. I'm going to have full rankings for you guys very soon. So we are going to take a brief 2-minute break. Brief 2-minute break for our next round. And we got Trigger versus Julia the Mod Muse. I'm going to show you the scenario, everybody. And then after I show you the scenario, players going to have 2 minutes. Everybody take a break, grab a drink, and think about this scenario. And we got Bonnie Wright. Bonnie Wright says, I made it home. What a day. So glad Bonnie Wright is here because she's got a big match tonight. We're going to be moving on to Trigger and Julia Muse in the next 120 seconds. Be right back, everybody. Hey everybody, this is Killshot. I am back. This is Play Dead Live Fight Night 4. And if you guys are just tuning in, we've had great first few matches. We may push one of the matches back toward Wednesday night, so nothing wrong with that. I see Crawfish and Bonnie potentially pushing the main event match. We're good if you guys want to. Just for sake of time, some of the matches do take a little bit longer. But if you're tuning in for the first time, you don't know what we're all about. Obviously we're big Walking Dead fans, and our channel is really focused on Walking Dead and talking about the show and reactions. But we created a game called Play Dead Live. It's a combination of every RPG you've ever played in your life. It's got strategy, weapons, events. We do PvP on Monday night. We do challenge matches on Wednesday night. And on Friday nights, we have a chapter by chapter story that you're a part of that story. So it is absolutely incredible. Absolutely. So Bonnie, B-Dub, and Crawfish are going to push their main event match back. Breaking news, everybody. B-Dub and Crawfish are pushing their match back to Wednesday night, which is great. I do have to say, I know, a couple of you guys have messaged me, and it's been a rough weekend for a few people. So, absolutely. If you guys want to reset, I can take Julia Muse and Trigger, and we can jump right into Deadly Dimes, and I'm perfectly fine with that 9 o'clock start. If Trigger and Julia Muse want to kick back to Wednesday night, and we will make Father Ron and Deadly Dimes our main event match of the night. So, ladies. All right. Both ladies says they will wait till Wednesday night. So we're going to have one more match tonight, and it is going to be Father Ron and Deadly Dimes. So that is going to be our main event. And I know Father Ron has been doing his best to kind of bring it tonight. But we're going to wind down with that. I'll do a quick announcement. This is not going to be their scenario. but this is. So Father Ron and Deadly Dimes, a big matchup between the number 5 and number 6 rated Play Dead Live players. There's Ron. There is Dimes, way over the other side. We got some crazy, crazy stuff going on. Crawfish splitting headache. Also check the PMs I sent real quick. Give me 1 second, everybody. This is very nice. Yep. I'll have to read through them frame by frame, but it looks like pretty amazing work there. Great stuff. Yeah, we'll dig into that a little bit offline, but great stuff, Crawfish. I'm going to tie up with just a little bit of what we talked about for Friday night. If you don't know what the game is about, show up Friday night, roll a character, and that'll just open up a lot of possibilities for you guys to play the game. You'll pick up gear through some of the super chats, some of the pack openings. Some of these super chats, I mean, even Crawfish, the statement there, we want all of our super chats to serve a couple of purposes. So that'll not only bring my attention to what he's saying, but also Saturday morning, we're going to be open up for brand new items. So really excited to see some of those items that you guys have put to work, and can't wait for you guys to see some of the things that we got. Like tonight, we saw the bull. Great job with that. We saw the summon shade. So I think that the balance of the items is it's really good. So great play with Ben with summoning that bull. You guys can see a little bit of damage, had him on his heels a little bit, and we'll recap at the end of the stream. But I do want to get into this match. We got Will the Bill. I forgot to lick the purple cube before my match. That's all you can do with it right now. And Ben the 10, I'm thinking we do 2 versus 2 soon. Well, Ben, ironically enough, Friday, what a great segue, right? Friday night in Chapter 2 of Crowley's Farm, we will have 2 versus 2 PvP matches that do count as PvE. You will be able to get experience points for your matches. The story has to get to that point, which it is not yet. But after some things happen on Friday night, hopefully your group will get the opportunity to get to your 2 versus 2 teams. But I can't promise all of you guys will survive to that point. That's all I can tell you. Bonnie Wright, Crawfish thinks he had a rough day. I know. I've gotten messages from several of you guys, and I got to tell you, it's been a rough week for several people. So, my heart goes out to many of you. So, but in full confidence, I wish the best for everybody, and hopefully Play Dead Live is a little bit of a getaway. It's a little bit of a break from some of the other stuff, from some of the reality. And, all the more reason, right, for us to get in here and sort of block some things out and have a good time with each other. Win or lose, we get our strategy. Speaking of win or lose, it is time for a very, very big match. Both players are 2-1, and the winner of this is going to shoot up the standings. I don't think the loser is going to drop a whole lot because it's a pretty even match. But I'm going to start out with Father Ron and Dimes and ask you, are there items that you want to use to buff yourself up pre-match? Tin Man, can you imagine having 2 versus 2 and Chuck sinks everyone on a boat? You know what? Here's the nice thing. I can promise you, the 2 versus 2s at Crowley's Farm will not be on a boat. All right, we got everybody tune in. Let's give our main event players your undivided attention. Let's give Father Ron and Deadly Dimes, who are not rescheduling, the attention and respect. It's a big match for both of them. They have been preparing. Deadly Dimes is starting out with Invigoration Elixir. And she has got the Scorpion Mask with Seal Smoke and Enrage 3. Dimes, you cannot put Enrage 3 in a Scorpion Mask. The Enrage 3 is a potion, can only be put in the Sub-Zero Mask, or if you have the brand new Reptile Mask, you can put one smoke and one potion. But you can't use the Enrage 3. Father Ron says, I'm using Fangs, Gorgo, and Raven Sub-Zero Mask with Enrage 3 and Heal. Absolutely appropriate with that. And he does not have glyphs on him, but he's using those brand new Fangs. They are +2/+2, everybody. And if he gets a chance to glyph them, they're going to be +3/+3. Ron is going to be hitting like a truck. So, last question for Father Ron. Any elixirs to start out? And for Deadly Dimes, which mask would you like to switch out? And that's a good point, too. Crawfish did bring, worst of all, I didn't get to make a video. I might throw some more of what I sent to you. I would. We'll put together a last-minute video. I am going to ask you guys, you got matches Wednesday night? Throw a little trash talk up on the Facebook fan page. Ron is going no elixir, and Dimes. Yeah, Dimes, if you have the reptile mask, then that's fine. All right. Well, we're going to start this off. Green glyph. Father Ron, you have initiative, and you are 60 yards away. 60 yards away. All right, everybody, let's tune into the scenario. You guys can see the tropical foliage in the background. We got two top players going at it. Father Ron is going to clone smoke right out of the gates. So there are two Father Ron starting this thing out. Great job, first 15 seconds. Let's go. Deadly Dimes. 15 seconds. Looks like a scene from Cocktail. Dimes, are we going to see the waterfall scene and you swim up to Ron's open, welcome arms? Shelter of your love. I'm talking about the shelter of your love. And then later on, they're going to have a cocktail, and then he's going to say, we should make our own drink umbrella factory. Yeah, we could make millions off of it. Well, what about this thing? What about that thing? What about these little things on the end of your shoelaces? I think they're called flugel binders. Yeah, flugel binders. Oh, you were going to make millions off having our own flugel binder factory. There you go, everybody. You didn't think I'd go full cocktail mode on you, did you? All right, Crawfish. That's for you, buddy. All right, Dimes, 15 seconds. Sorry, I just quoted half the movie to you guys. It is a flugel binder, though. Stop feeling so sorry for yourself, young Flanagan. I'm just waiting on Dimes. Closing range and sealing. All right, she's going to close a little bit of range. Remember, she started at 60 yards. I'm going to give you 15 yards and seal. So Ron is cloned. Dimes is sealed. Father Ron, you are still 45-ish yards away. The terrain is not an exact science. Remember, just because you close, you don't get to pick the distance. You pick the approximation. The luck is gone, the brain is shot, but the liquor we still got. See America drinking the fabulous cocktails I make. America's getting stinking on something I stir or shake. Stop it. Stop making us get into cocktail movies. It wasn't the exact scene. If you guys are just tuning in, we're going from Play Dead Live to movies to songs to cocktail. Coughlin's Law. Anything else is always something better. Coughlin's Law, Douglas Coughlin. Flourished at the latter part of the 20th century. Okay, who is next? See, you guys don't know what you're going to get on Play Dead Live night. You might get this. You might get all of us on a yacht. Let me get to Father Ron's turn. Here comes Tom Cruise. Tom Cruise is coming out to distract our group. All right, give me a 10-second timer for Father Ron. Oh, he picked up a rock? Did he? Wait a minute. Did you really pick up a rock? Oh, I see what he's doing. All right. I see what he's doing. Okay. All right, Deadly Dimes, your turn. That was brilliant, actually. All right, we got Will the Bill in a canoe with Tin Man rowing around. I do not have a canoe preloaded. Oh, no. Is this going to turn into another event? Is it Dimes? Dimes says, well, this looks like a good scene for an eagle. Oh, boy. Is she bringing out the eagle? I just need to know. All right. Father Ron, you are missing your chest armor. Your chest armor has been removed and has been brought back. It's been removed. It's going to be brought back next turn to Deadly Dimes. Deadly Dimes summons the eagle. Father Ron is missing his chest piece. Meanwhile, I heard that we had Tom Cruise in the house. I heard we had Will the Bill. I heard we had Tin Man. I think they're canoeing around up here. Over to the side. You guys have fans. All right, Will and Tin Man are in a canoe over there. No, the eagle is unable to be fooled, tricked, controlled, stopped, slowed, any of the above. Your clone is still there. Your armor is not. We got Father Ron, 45 yards out, with a rock in his hand, and he seals. All right, Dimes. Your eagle has returned. Is returning this turn. You have a 10-second timer. Both players are sealed. Father Ron is cloned. Now, Ron has, let me say this, Ron has dropped Seal Smoke. Ben the Tin Man, Will and I are having a chat in a canoe about how Dad taught us to fish differently because of our personalities and having a good cry. Oh, man. I would love for you to be able to throw that grenade, but 45 yards, you're outside of range. If you throw it, there's a small percentage chance that it is going to be effective. I can't stop you from throwing it. I'm just saying you're outside of range. Cardinal Crawfish. Kel and I are going redneck fishing on a big piece of styrofoam, drinking a beer, and Kel throws 6 grenades in the water. The fishes float up. Gina figured out the super chat. Tom Cruise is back with a hippie hippie shake. You guys are killing me. All right, hang on. While the players are strategizing, I am going to I'm going to bring Kel into the mix. There's Kel. Where did Crawfish go? All right. Yeah, you guys are down here doing your own fishing with grenades. All right, let me get back to Deadly Dimes. She needs a drink. She's like, somebody throw me a drink. Running in to close range again. All right. "25 yards. Each player is within range. Ron seals. The eagle flies back in and hits. Breaks his seal. Does not remove another piece of armor. Eagle is gone. Ron's seal is gone. 10-second timer, Father Ron. Dimes is still sealed. Father Ron uses his grapple gloves, breaks Dime's seal. That is your turn. Deadly Dimes, you have a 10-second timer. It is now your turn. Good match so far. She is throwing a GAM grenade. It hits. His clone disappeared. I did not. Oh, hold on. My Peapod and me are on the bank talking about Ron's boat. Oh, no. You know, I don't think I have. I've got B-Dub. Oh, man, I don't think I have you loaded. Hold on. Now I got to go back and find the unforeseen. She super chatted. Give me a second, everybody. We got legends showing up here. I totally missed her super chat. My bad, Amanda. There we go. See, you guys remember? couple weeks ago, Amanda was a lowercase g. Now she's a big G. The girls see I got the money. $100 bills, y'all. If you were from where I'm from, then you would know. You got to get... Yeah, she's going old school. There's unforeseen on the... Sorry, I'm having too much fun with these characters. All right, Amanda, you were there. We've got Kel. We got Ben. We got Will. We got Crawfish. We got B-Dub. Amanda Tomlin in the house. The whole crew is starting to show up again for this epic, epic showdown. Ron, Dimes, hopefully you don't feel any pressure. Apparently, every week, the group just picks a main event and they all show up at the end of party. Who's going to be next? I don't know. We might run out of places. All right, let me get back to Deadly Dimes. She threw Gam. Gam hits. And it blows up your clone, Ron. The clone is gone. And you take decent damage. Gam is the weakest of the grenades. Well, it ain't weak, but it's weak. Father Ron, you take a little bit of damage. It's now your turn. 10-second timer. You're both within range. I'm going to get back to all the pea-pods in a minute. Let me get Ron his attack. Ron is going to run in and attack with the fangs. If you guys don't know what the fangs are, they are +2/+2. Father Ron in range. Stabs and stabs again. Double attack. Dimes and Ron are both pretty well geared. Dimes, you take a couple shots. You're okay. You're armored. But you take some shots. Oh, man. We got Ocean Man. Gina Crockett showing up. Purple cubes with Will. Crawfish. I knew I should leave when I heard Kel say, yeah. I don't know what's going on with that. I'm not dragging Kel into that without Kel dragging herself into it. Let me get Ocean Man in the house. Where's Ocean Man? There you are. Ocean Man hanging out on the dock of the bay. Will, it's a lot of colors, man. It is a main event. Everybody's about to show up. I'm going to get a few. I'm getting back to my match. All right. You guys are trying to throw me off my game here. Deadly Dimes, 10 seconds. Father Ron hits you hard with the fang. She's going Gorgo to the chest. Not doing dice rolls. Each of you are only missing one piece of armor. You hit. Standard attack. I missed the song. All right, Father Ron, you are up. You're on the clock, 10-second timer. Each player is only missing one piece of armor, so we are not doing dice rolls. There's no clear advantage to either player at this point, so attacks are just going to continue as scheduled. If we start missing additional pieces of armor, I'll get into dice rolls for armor penetrating, for AP attacks. Ron is taking a little bit more He is going Enrage 3 and going Fangs. It sounds like he is chopping onions on a chopping board. Big attacks from Father Ron. Dimes, you're hurting. You are hurting. Enrage 3 plus those Fangs are beast. I know you're well armored. I know you got the glyphs. But those were big shots you just took right there. Dimes, 10-second timer. Fido's not enraged. But you can summon, and you can enrage, and you can attack. Just let me know what you're attacking with. Oh, she is going Enrage 3 and attacking with the Beast Axe and dropping Fido. She's going Axe and Fido combination. It is time for a die roll. This is going to be a big hit, Ron. So, Ron, you need a 5 or a 6. Pick a 5 or a 6. Otherwise, these are two heavy hitters squaring off hand-to-hand combat. A 5 or a 6 keeps him alive. Any other number? Picks a 1. It is a 2. Ron has taken lethal damage. Tammy has finished off Father Ron with a big combination of a Beast, Enrage 3, and Fido. Big summon, big hit. Ron. Ron is rezzing. He is back in the fray. Ron, you got 10-second timer. Ron is not done by any stretch of the imagination. If you guys are just tuning in, both characters extremely well geared. Both weapons super, super strong. Ron is casting fear. Dimes. It is now your turn. Ron has cast Fear Smoke. You get a check to what you want to do. All right. Okay. Here's how this is going to resolve. Ron rezzed, cast fear. Dimes threw an holy grenade. And both players are within range. So Dimes can hit the deck, but the unholy grenade is going to do damage to both players and absorb the fear. So the fear doesn't happen. Ron did not have an elixir to consume. Both players take grenade damage. Ron, you are almost dead from the second grenade. And Dimes, you are almost dead from the same grenade. Both players take points from the grenade. Both are almost at lethal damage. Ron, it is your turn. The unholy grenade absorbs the fear, but the grenade is dropped at point blank range, almost kills both players. Ron, you have 10 seconds. Ron is using the healing ring. Ron is healed. All right, I'm going to catch up on super chats in a second. I want to get these guys at a good spot. All right. Dimes is dropping healing smoke. So the heal smoke is out. She is not healed yet. Father Ron, it is your turn. But before we get to your turn, apparently we got some activity going on. So this brief commercial interruption is brought to you by our very own Cardinal Crawfish. Oh crap, is that an orangutan with the G, singing endless love yet again, trying to find his soulmate. Who shall be his endless love? Mating dance starts. My love, there's only you in my life, the only thing that's right. My first love, your every breath that I take, your every step I make. All right, sing it, everybody. Put your hands in the air. A little bit of Lionel Richie, a little bit of Diana Ross. You can do it. You can do it. Sing along. It is Father Ron's turn. We got a great, great match. He just healed. Dimes just threw the healing smoke. Father Ron is rezzed. Dimes went full beast suicidal mode, dropping in a holy grenade at point blank range. And while we're singing Endless Love from the orangutans, Will is doing something. The water's turning red. All the vegetation is dying. Something evil is near. What evil could be near? Could it be? What's right around the corner, Will? What evil could be lurking right around the corner to frighten everybody? Will just super chatted, and you know what, everybody? I think a few players said, you know what? I think, Kels, it is time to pack it in. Amanda hit the road. Ocean Man's like, I'm not sticking around for this. Tin Man became the Cowardly Lion. B-Dub called it early night. Crawfish and Will, you're just wondering maybe if you might be seeing a little something. All right, we've got Father Ron. It is now your turn. Deadly Dimes has dropped Heel Smoke, which has not taken effect yet. Ron drops Unholy Smoke. Dimes' heal never happens. Dimes, you have a 10-second timer. Father Ron has got the benefit of his healing ring. He has died. He's used his res potion. Deadly Dimes tried her heal smoke. It is considered used, but the unholy smoke negated it. Dimes is in bad shape. Father Ron is in good shape. All right, Dimes is dropping Darkness Smoke. Will is still there. Will, those purple things. It's a purple cube. All right, Will. All right, it is dark. But Dimes has night vision goggles. Father Ron, it is your turn. You have a 10-second timer. Will, leave the purple cubes alone. See, last week it was Chuck throwing grenades, blowing up the yacht, and tonight Will has purple cubes and he's summoning things and ruin the party tonight. Ron, 67% chance. Pick a number and do not pick a 5 or a 6. This is not darkness. This is magical darkness. And certainly you have an idea where she is, but hits in the dark are not guaranteed. They never have been. They never will be. You have a 67% chance of pulling off an attack, though. Cannot be a 5 or a 6. He picks number 2. And it is a 1. He absolutely hits. Dimes, you've taken fatal damage. The fangs finished you off. Dimes has died. Father Ron currently stands to win the match. Dimes has been defeated. Deadly Dimes is dead. Dimes. Unless she brings Grady back from the dead. Grady is back in full effect. Will the Bill says, low rumble coming closer. Sounds like supernatural footsteps. I'm out. I'm jumping. I learned to swim when I hit the bottom. When he gets to the bottom, he goes back to the top of the slide, and he stops and he turns and he goes for a ride, and he gets to the bottom. Then he sees it again. Will the Bill is going helter-skelter. But there is a element of fear in the air because of what everyone just witnessed. I will explain. Dimes goes hit with the beast. Ron, you take a big, big hit at very close range, you're hurting. After the heal, you are still hurting, because I will tell you, Deadly Dimes hits like a truck. But you're not dead. And she can absolutely see where you are. But Dimes, you didn't move before you hit, so technically he still has an idea where you are too. And see, that move would have been a lot stronger if you would have moved and then hit him. But you didn't. Father Ron, you got a 10-second timer. You still know the general location of Dimes, even though it's dark. And it is a slugfest right now with two big weapons. The all-new Fangs that we just saw this weekend, and, of course, Deadly Dimes with one of the strongest weapons in the game. We got Father Ron says, I'm going to use Control Smoke and make her jump in the water. Father Ron is going Control. All right. Well, Deadly Dimes can see. So I'm going to put this back up here because this is going to wear off. And she jumps in the water. Dimes, you have a 10-second timer. The lights are still out. You can see where you are with your night vision goggles, and the lights will be back on next turn, or will the lights be off permanently next turn? Oh, the water's not that deep. No, you were in water a few feet away, Dimes. You're still well within range of Ron. That is not a current, Ron. that is the slowest moving waterfall in the world. There is no current in that. That is like a yeah. That's like fishing water. Yeah, Ron pulls a control smoke, has her jump in the water. Tammy gets out of the water, attacks with Beast. And finishes the deal. Ron has taken lethal damage. The control smoke there, at a minimum, I would have had her throw her weapon away. That one kind of shocked me a little bit. Deadly Dimes has gotten back-to-back beast hits and finished off Father Ron. There were a few things that could have been done much, much differently in that match. You get off to a great start. But yeah, the control there. Yeah, I love you guys with super chats. I'm not reading things to people's husbands, Crawfish. It's not going to happen. I draw my line at singing Endless Love with an orangutan. Even I have standards. All right, everybody. Hey, we're almost midnight. So, quick recap, because we had a couple matches that were pushed back. Interesting match there, and it went down to the wire. I know a lot of strategy and a lot of back and forth. Deadly Dimes getting the win, moving to 3-1. Father Ron dropping to 2-2. Both players got off to a really good start in the beginning. We had Clone Smokes dropped. We had Seal Smokes both played. Dimes brought out the Eagle, was able to get one piece of Ron's armor. It never really came into play because Ron also used the grapple gloves to sort of even it out. So as the match got even, you saw a lot of really face-to-face, hand-to-hand. Ron showed the power of those fangs and how hard they hit. But Dimes also showed as a warrior gets up close, does all of those, with that beast, and she enraged 3 with the beast one time. Ron got a big hit. Tammy's slightly better geared than Ron, so it wasn't quite a gear check. Even when Ron rezzed, he still had plays to get him back in. In fact, Ron rezzed and used his healing ring to get a slight advantage over Dimes, but instead of attacking and getting her closer to death, he chose to go control. So good matches, good strategy, but at the same time, Ron, there's a couple moves with that, I think, when you listen to it, might have been able to play that back. But hey, that's what it's about. When top-tier players go against each other, it's going to come down to one or two moves. Certainly not gear or item this time. I would have pushed her in the water and dropped Storm. Oh, absolutely. Storm Smoke in the water would be a nice enhanced effect, but at a minimum, that control smoke, I would have made her drop her weapon and have her spend a turn looking for a weapon, something along those lines. But Dimes also missed a big move with being able to move behind you with those goggles. So great play on both people's parts. If you guys missed a little bit of the recap tonight, we had Bones getting a big win versus Football Master. Kel taking out the tank. Will getting back on the winning streak with a big win versus 10-man. We also had Ron and Dimes going down to the wire. We also know Ron was sick, so I'm not making excuses for him. But, when you're under the weather and you're drinking tea to try to get yourself right, it can affect your concentration, can affect your strategy. And the super chatters were great tonight because a lot of you guys were partying, distracting, things there. And they're really, really good because people, even myself, we take our eyes off of some of those things that go down. So we do have 2 big matches that are rescheduled for Wednesday night. We got Trigger and Julia Muse rescheduled. And we also got B-Dub and Crawfish, the number 1 and number 3 players. So it's going to be a lot of fun tonight. Thanks, everybody, for all of your input, your enthusiasm, your comments. Hopefully we get some, I know Crawfish has some comic strips that I just got a chance to see. They're really, really good. But certainly, want to get a chance to get everybody involved. And Gina, message me on the super chat if I missed it. I thought I hit all of them, but there was a lot of stuff going on at any given time there and trying to jump into the match and keep the match moving along. We got Will to Bill. Alexa, turn off strobe lights and fog machine. Fight's over. Save Cube for Wednesday night. Well said. And want to thank all of you guys for being here and getting involved in all the matches. Great, great group tonight. Wednesday night is going to be a lot of fun. If you guys missed some of the matches we already have lined up for Wednesday night, we've got Gemstone and Valar, Rocket versus Ocean Man, Will versus Moonshot, Unforeseen and Chuck, Mist and J-Law, and then our 2 big main event matches. And we're going to speed them up a little bit. So be ready, know your inventory, and I will see everybody tomorrow night for the Walking Dead chat, and then Wednesday night for challenge matches, and of course Friday night for Chapter 2 of Crowley's Farm. Thanks, everybody. Have a good night. Peace.